Right now at noon, a teen driver leads authorities on a chase going over 100 miles an hour. Now they're facing felony charges.
And we've got those scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing through the area. We'll have a look at your forecast and how Thanksgiving's looking coming up.
Plus, a Joplin-based nonprofit is giving back to local heroes for Thanksgiving.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Samantha Walker. Thank you for joining us after that special report. Just before 10 o'clock Saturday night, Webb City police officers spotted a pickup driving erratically, believed to be a possible DWI. Police say the 16-year-old driver took off, hitting speeds over 100 miles an hour and weaving through traffic. Troopers with Missouri State Highway Patrol and Jasper County deputies joined in before the truck finally stopped. He was arrested, ticketed for multiple offenses, and released to his parents. Officers say they'll submit felony fleeing charges to the juvenile office under Missouri's new Valentine's Law, which makes running from a traffic stop a felony, regardless of the driver's age. A deadly 3-vehicle crash claims the life of one woman south of Iola Saturday evening. Allen County deputies responded to the rollover accident just after 6 p.m. on Old U.S. Highway 169 near the Elm Creek Bridge. Investigators say a 2006 Chevy Silverado driven by Deanna Foster of Iola crossed the center line for unknown reasons. The pickup sideswiped a southbound Jeep Wrangler before colliding head-on with the 2024 Honda HR-V. The Silverado overturned, trapping the driver. First responders extracted the driver from the wreckage. Foster was transported to a Kansas City hospital where she died from her injuries. The other 2 drivers did not receive serious injuries. Now let's check in with Chris for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing across the area for us today. Look, from earlier this morning, downtown Pittsburgh, we had those cloudy skies. We did get into some breaks in the showers this morning. And again, with our thunderstorm chances, nothing strong, nothing severe. The big thing to remember is when thunder roars, head indoors. Look, from earlier this morning, down from 32nd and Range Line, the MoDOT camera there saw those wet roadways from the rain overnight. And of course, now they're very wet with more showers and storms pushing through. Look at the numbers. Yesterday started at 44, so 9 degrees above normal and 9 degrees above normal for the high, going into about 64 out there. Now here's the thing though, these average temperatures, we're going to start to drop below those as we head closer to Thanksgiving. So again, we got mild, we're mild, and then after Tuesday that colder air settles in, starts dropping our temperatures a bit. Showers and again perhaps a thunderstorm or 2 out there. Temperatures not moving very much, mid 50s through 11. I think by about 11 midnight rain starts wrapping up across the area, leaving us with cloudy skies overnight tonight. So tomorrow, again, mild initially, and then we start to see that colder air settle in. I've got a full look at your forecast here in just a few more minutes. Samantha?
Thanks, Chris. The Nevada Animal Shelter teamed up with Max Ford of Nevada for Drive for Your Community, a national program put on by the Ford Motor Company. Throughout the day, the community stopped by for a simple way to support local pets. Organizers say there was no pressure and no sales pitch, just a quick drive for a good cause.
While we understand that they went through some hard times this past year with some flooding and stuff like that, and as of right now, they're about at 33 animals, is that correct? And their capacity is at 40, so they're getting pretty close to being at capacity. So we just wanted to partner with them to help them out, raise some awareness.
Max Ford plans to continue partnering with the shelter for more events like this in the future. A Joplin-based nonprofit is giving back to local heroes for Thanksgiving. KOAM's Mitch Adams shares their heartfelt effort.
Some folks who have served our country may not be so fortunate to celebrate Thanksgiving with a meal. That's why a local nonprofit is extending a hand and helping those in need this Thanksgiving season.
What we're doing is we went out to the VA, we went to Independent Living Center, Area Agency on the Aging, Cornerstone Caregiving, and had them supply a list of local veterans that kind of are in need or not as blessed as others. And so we're building baskets and we're going to deliver it to them.
Brian Jones, vice president of Our Veterans First, says that getting volunteers for this event wasn't as hard as you might think.
This is much more fun and much more engaging than just sitting behind a desk answering a phone that rings once every couple of hours, whatever. So this is getting volunteers for this is a little bit easier than some of our other stuff. But, you know, they have the heart for it, you know, and that's what it takes.
The organization wants to show the community that no matter your background, helping others is always a positive.
It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter. We can still work together, and we don't know the veterans specifically that these baskets are going to, but we can all come together and have a common cause and make sure that everyone, you know, succeeds in the end.
Reporting in Joplin, Missouri, Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
According to Jones, the organization made 59 baskets in total and will be delivering to cities including Neosho, Webb City, and more. School kids and teachers from Fredonia Junior High School support Special Olympics Kansas by doing the Cool School Plunge. Officials from Special Olympics Kansas say apart from fundraising, the plunge is a way to practice inclusion and form partnerships between those with and without intellectual disabilities.
They can take away that, hey, it wasn't just I jumped into a cold pool of water. It's, hey, I did this so that this athlete who is also my classmate or my friend, you know, can have a voice in their community.
The Cool School Plunge is a relatively new event for Special Olympics Kansas, with Fredonia one of the first schools to participate. Saturday, downtown Chanute had a full day of holiday fun, hosting a Western-themed parade. Area organizations took part, bringing out horses, festive floats, and plenty of holiday spirit. After the parade, the celebration continued with a Christmas music program at the Central Park Pavilion, with performers from across the region and out of state. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. We've had some showers, we've had a few rumbles of thunder, and again, as I mentioned earlier, nothing strong, nothing severe, but when thunder roars, you want to head indoors. We're going to take a quick look again from this morning from downtown Pittsburgh, where we had those cloudy skies, got some breaks in the rain this morning, then we had that patchy fog to deal with. Showers and storms, though, persisting for us, and that'll continue to be the case as we roll through the rest of our afternoon. Now, they'll still be scattered in nature, so you can see where occasionally some of us will get breaks in the shower thunderstorm activity, but it will continue with chances across the region as we head through the rest of our afternoon and evening. And eventually, by about, say 11 o'clock midnight tonight, showers and storms should begin wrapping up for us. We'll have cloudy skies overnight tonight into our Tuesday, and the first portion of our Tuesday is cloudy. I know Future Track is showing some rain chances. Really not looking at any rain chances tomorrow, except maybe a little bit of drizzle, but even then, that chance is extremely low. What we will have, though, is winds shifting out of the northwest, picking up a bit. They'll start gusting upwards of 20 for us. And that, as this boundary approaches and pushes through, it's going to push those clouds out with it, but it's also going to bring in those colder temperatures. And as I mentioned, we've been above normal here lately. We're going to be dropping below normal as we go from Tuesday night into Thanksgiving and the upcoming weekend out there. But we'll have clear skies to start our Wednesday, start going partly cloudy as we roll through the afternoon. And again, we'll otherwise be dry for Wednesday and for Thanksgiving as well. So here's the deal with the temperatures. I want to show you for Tuesday. So tomorrow, again, ahead of that cold air, we've got upper 50s, low 60s. So again, above average, somewhat mild for us. But by 5, you can see that boundary approaching, that colder air settling in. So by 5, we've got Fort Scott, Chanute, Yates Center already beginning to drop back. And ahead of that boundary, still somewhat mild, but all of us getting cold from Tuesday night into Wednesday, eventually dropping back into the low 30s. And then by Wednesday afternoon, we'll have those partly cloudy skies. We'll have sunshine, but that sunshine will be a bit deceiving out there with temperatures only going into the mid to upper 40s. Could get a couple of 50-degree readings, but otherwise below normal. So we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other, and somewhere in there we get average temperatures. But of course, here in the 4 states, what is average? We don't really know for sure, but we very rarely experience it. All right, rest of today, again, highs eventually reaching the upper 50s, scattered showers, perhaps a thunderstorm or two, south winds gusting upwards of 20. After midnight, we should dry out. We'll be cloudy, mild, back into the low 50s. Winds should be calm overnight as well. And as I mentioned, tomorrow, winds will pick up out of the northwest, start gusting to to 20, highs about 60. As you saw on our map, you have some upper 50s, low 60s, but the median there about 60 degrees with those partly cloudy skies. As we go into Wednesday, though, yeah, it's going to get chilly. We're talking mid-upper 40s for Wednesday, Thursday. So Thanksgiving, and take a look, by the way, Wednesday night into Thanksgiving morning, upper 20s, low 30s. So you need to bundle up, and any hot food you have may not necessarily be so hot by the time you get where you're going with these colder temperatures. We'll go upper 30s, low 40s heading into Black Friday, upper 40s, low 50s for the highs. Rain chances building in heading into the weekend. And yes, that is a wintry mix listed for next Tuesday, but it's still a little over a week away, and the chances right now are pretty low, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. But as we enter December as well, take a look at those temperatures definitely dropping back into the 20s for lows and 40s for our highs. Samantha?
Thanks, Chris. Stick around. We're making a foolproof turkey gravy in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. We all know Thanksgiving dinner isn't complete without a good gravy to drizzle and drench over the big bird, which is why you'll love Howard's foolproof two-step turkey gravy. He shows us how to make it in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
With Thanksgiving just a few days away, we're working through our menu one dish at a time. Today we're tackling what I think is one of the most important parts of the meal, the gravy. And from what I've read on Facebook and our website, it sounds like many of you would like a little bit of help in that department. We begin by bringing some chicken broth to a boil. Now, if you have some pan drippings from the bird, you can add them as long as the total amount equals about 4 cups. We add in a can of cream of chicken soup, some milk, poultry seasoning, and a few other off-the-shelf seasonings, and we let that simmer. Now we mix a little of this with some flour until it's smooth. This is the key so we don't get any lumps. Once it's really mixed well, we slowly stir this into the gravy to thicken it up. See how smooth it is? And to give this a nice rich color, we add a drop of browning sauce. We give it a stir, and then we'll let it simmer for a few more minutes, and it's done. It's one of those shortcut recipes that's so good, everyone will be asking for it over and over again. You could probably drizzle this on just about anything, and it would taste good. You gotta go online and get the recipe for our foolproof turkey gravy, so you'll have more compliments on your gravy this year than anything else. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we're looking for a less stressful way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. And now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, again, some scattered shower storms out there. South winds gusting to 20, upper 50s. Low 50s tonight, dry, clearing tomorrow. That cold air will begin to settle in by the evening. Ahead of it, highs about 60. Temperatures overnight, low 30s. Upper 40s Wednesday and Thanksgiving. Lows into the upper 30s, or upper 20s rather, and low 30s. Rain chances into the weekend. Maybe a wintry mix next Tuesday, something that we'll keep an eye on for you.
Thanks, Chris. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us for KOAM News at Noon. Have a great afternoon.